All right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota, and you are watching the TPN TV and Radio Network. Well, today we get a very interesting topic. As we now always know, we topic is always some kind of an interaction. If you a new person at this program, so the first thing what I want to make you do is to make you subscribe because the subscription will able make anytime when we did live. Um, you will able to get the notification, and you also get the responsibility for this program. Share it to your friends, your family members, and other Sierra Leoneans. Then we actually want to understand waiting we dey do na this program. A very important for make we share this program simply because as far as I know, um, this is the only program at this time where actually they do in level best for stay neutral when it comes to the toxic politics where they go on as alone. And as we already don't understand the ramification of some of the toxic politics we done the talk we done the do for the past almost 6 years, it's getting at us. Now we get certain international players that we don't begin coming in and talk about this toxic politics and probably try to influence within we they do as Sierra Leoneans. And it dey also give you some kind of teachable lies a teachable moment when they see now even ECOWAS is coming to say something now with politics. You get other international actors them way on behind the scene, they also those things them way you know you know you know visible when it comes to transparency, but they are actually part of the problems where they go on. We know some of the international actors than they. And now, waiting at the purpose of this program today. So there's at the invitation where they give um the Secretary General of the APC, the All People's Congress, where Lansana Dumbuya, where they invited CID. Why Lansana Dumbuya was invited to the CID? Well, the 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 all right, welcome, Mr. Kabum. The the reason why to make the invite Lansana Dumbuya was that he make a press statement on behalf of the APC party. We I don't know, but it looks like the the government or the CID not being happy with some kind of the the language way they use for this state for their statement then they so then get for invite them for make it go give um some statements. Well, thankfully, they go give the statement, then release them for go. I don't know what's in the condition of release, but then release them, you go now in house. Well, that also make social media light up as we always they do when something happen. Social media is always there to you know go with the conspiracy theory. There are people who even now don't begin talk about the state of dictatorial now we country now is becoming worse because now where somebody talk, then they invite you. And some of the invitation, and then in my own opinion, this is my own opinion. Some of the invitation and then a tactics for make them shut you down. So we'll get the mind for talk, or other person will get the mind for talk. That's not my own opinion. I think same. Now the only reason we to make them they invite politicians there because they say something. Because what they then say, I not see anything where actually na a threat to the security of the states. We get for when we they talk about freedom of speech, we get for understand that it means that sometimes somebody they talk something where you no like, but you get for accord and that freedom they for make you talk something. As long as within the person they talk, you know, get any national security implication. And if this is the case, I don't know why Lansana was invited, but now it tactics for shots down members of the APC, especially people that we um, get the ability for say something, people then they listen to them like the Secretary General of the All People's Congress. Um, well, then secondly, the other thing we'll get for discuss, get for do with Mr. Umar Toure. Umar Toure now the president of the ECOWAS, and he been fly go salon. I think it was on Thursday, day before he started. Yeah, he fly go salon. Information say he go there for go discuss about the letter where their rights to the government for make them release the former president Ernest by Koroma for seek asylum in Nigeria while the investigation is going on. Well, we don't know waiting at the we don't know waiting at the outcome of that talk day. Was it? I think was it yes on Thursday. We don't know waiting at the outcome of that talk day, but he tell we say yes indeed the way politics down they go on a salon is getting a little bit more difficult for a lot of people then. One of the things we I get for talk is ECOWAS na something where na an institution where then get them protocol. Then when I say protocol, na just rules. Not just rules and then protocols and they if you na a member of the ECOWAS, you get to abide by them protocols and they. However, it's also important for me. We all know that ECOWAS protocol not they surpass or usurp the legality of a country's constitution. I just want to make it very clear so that we all go understand within the differences here. You, now a member of ECOWAS, you get the rights for abide by the rules, but those rules should not impede the national interest of your party, the national constitution of your party. So when ECOWAS writes a letter to Sierra Leone government and say, hey, the former president, even though he did under treason trial or treason charges, we want for make he go seek asylum in Nigeria. And while the investigation they go on, well, that in itself is a little bit complicated because Sierra Leone Constitution talks saying, I'm telling you this not because I'm an APC person. I'm telling you this because I sit down in this desk and this desk gets what we call credibility check. So I always get for make sure say I do the right thing here. Okay. So what they tell you now within the laws, you know, to within Dr. Mankota think. But there's always a difference there. The Sierra Leone Constitution says if you are charged with a crime, you get the responsibility for face justice. And how you get for doing, you get for doing through Sierra Leone courts. And Sierra Leone courts either determine whether for vindicate you of the crime or convict you of the crime. Now, at the same time, we get what also what we call asylum clause system, where that's not an agreement between the government where they prosecute you, the law, and you. But most importantly, the government is the one that get the ability for say, okay, we forgive you, then you can seek asylum. Or the other alternative to seek asylum is you run away. You run away, you go. When you go seek asylum. Okay. But now we get this situation wherein the former president is being charged. He's going, I think was on the 17th, 4 days from now. I think it's going to be Thursday, Wednesday. Let me see. Probably it's going to be the 17th is what? I think the 17th is a Wednesday. So on Wednesday, the former president is going to appear. If the former president is going to appear to court, waiting actually now the weights of this letter. Well, we already get a clue. Not to everything we government is say outside now in, then they talk inside. That's another problem. The way we have to be very careful how we see the actions of government, because sometimes they say one thing, then do another thing in private. But the government already don't come out publicly and tell we say, they know they give asylum to the former president. They get for facing the trial. Well, two things now I look into this and come up with some kind of a conclusion. One of the things where I'll take a look at is that, hey, if you just join, we please subscribe. And as always, if you get any question or comments, now for put on the comment section of the platform where they watch we from. Very important, okay? For make we discuss, because this is a national issue. Dr. Mankota will know something, but you also go know other things. So now an interactive session. But at the same time, if you also want for call for talk to we, the lines it will be open. The phone number 480. Oh, not what the number is. Sorry. The number 9 is now 480-409-4001. That's not the number we they call for make you able to talk to we. Dial that number there. The line is open, in fact, actually. So just dial the number there and talk to we. Or you can put under the comment section of the platform where you watch we from. Okay. So what I've been trying to talk about is the fact that since the former president is actually on trial, there are two things now we get for happen. The first thing we get for happen is either then convict him, he go to jail, or then convict him, or then vindicate him, he free. Or actually not three. Now, yeah, then convict him, he go to jail. That's now one option. Or then vindicate him, he free. Or the third one is then convict him, but the president give amnesty, what we call clemency. The president give clemency. These are the three options where the former president gets right now. Because if the fact that they already discarded the letter, and that means he's going to go to trial, and that trial is going to continue and starting on the 17th, Wednesday. So these are the three options where the former president gets. Conviction, go to jail. Conviction, given clemency by the president, or vindication. That means they're not able to convict him at all. Unfortunately, each of these, they actually able to restore the respects and the disgrace way, then don't disgrace this one's a powerful man. Okay, so another thing where I want to talk about is, to me, at this time, if the former president without trial, he escaped, or he wouldn't call he go overseas, That's not vindicate him from the crime. So does that mean he has to be on asylum for the rest of his life? He not get for can asylum again. So you understand what they try to talk about, right? The reason why I want for make the former president try by all possible means, if he strongly believes he innocent of this crime, make it go court, let the trial go on, and see what will happen. Yes, I know say we not trust the judiciary. We all know that already, right? But this same judiciary now in the former presidents we use when they want for kick out in vice when Sam Sumana. So the idea that we not go trust the judiciary or something way not a new thing, and we have been using this corrupt judiciary during the time of Hannes Koroma, during the time of Tijankaba, during the time of Paseka Stevens, during the time of Mamon, and now during the time of Madabio. Every time when they say the judiciary is corrupt, but the leaders then we gain power, they know they take the attempts for making them able to reform the judiciary so that at least it can be independence and corruption free. Then they only come out and complain for say the judiciary corrupt when things turn against them. This same judiciary now they use for get rid of other people there, for attack other people them all, for make sure say they manipulate the judiciary for their own benefit. So unfortunately, I get sympathy for the former president, but the only thing now we will able to do if this asylum where they don't reject is true, he has to go to trial. And they go trial. Now, going to trial, now I'm coming to the letter, the press release where Lansana Dumbuya actually made. Mr. Gaboyi, they go in and out. I don't know what thing they go on with your phone today. Well, Lansana Dumbuya in letter. If you didn't if you watch me, if you actually, because when I read the letter, I don't see anything where supposed to make the government for the Mr. I don't know what thing you go on with your phone today, but let me bring you on for make what thing they go on with your phone today?
Actually, I think it's on my side. I was trying to get you connect with the laptop, and at the same time, I was trying to get you on the phone. Yeah. Are you broadcasting on YouTube too today or no?
I
A
get a broad.
broadcaster. Yeah, but my camera don't show that, so I just disconnect it. I get you back to the phone.
Yeah. In fact, now YouTube I did now YouTube broadcast I did forward so.
Right, but my laptop camera was giving me a problem, so I took it off. I just put you here now.
Yeah, this is my YouTube broadcast.
Okay.
See me?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I had all you said.
Huh?
I had all you said.
Yeah. So what are the time for talk about here is the only options now we left for the former president is to go to trial. To me, I think now a very good thing also because if we forbid not run away, you go to Nigeria, the charges still stand. So that means you get for in Nigeria for the rest of your life. You know, you're not get for Ghana salon again. And so them go like this, I don't tell. Where it is today, so 70-year-old. That's alone it no more. You know, one day goes leave other places. So for Meki just left, he go asylum to another country for the rest of his life. It's very, very stressing. So I think say Meki go trial. Me, I strongly believe say whether them convict the former president or not, then get for clemency. I don't think say Madabio go get the the courage for make a put in a jail. I don't think so. I may be wrong, but I know say he do one for make he show people then say the former president is actually in cahoots with the coup makers them. Then maybe later on he go look at the request way um the ECOWAS made. Actually, that, Mr. Kabo, that letter they actually not to Caps Canu na anyway then call her now ECOWAS. So that don't confirm CS now ECOWAS write that letter them. But I've been telling now sometimes ago that ECOWAS write that letter there because certain international influence is actually force or pressure ECOWAS for make them write that letter there. And that's the unfortunate part where I'm very much concerned about the kind of interference where the international community is actually putting into Sierra Leone politics. And I don't say some folks then at the APC may come with them go just say, man, concern a good thing. No, no, no. It could be ours tomorrow. If we allow now, because now we didn't at the receiving end, so therefore we accept everything waiting they go on, including the interference from international players them, where they not get any benefits, they don't get any interest for help the country, but they get interest for their own benefit. What happen if tomorrow we can empower them, we not agree with what they do, what they want for make we do, because to be honest with you, now only somebody we don't know what they go on. Most of the international community, where they come and they begin halala about democracy or this or that, they have nothing to do with democracy. Democracy is just a tool for most of some of them the external players. Then they use democracy as a cover up because now they know when they tell you something you don't agree, they know they come now and just kill you, like assassinate you like the way it used to be. Now there is a tool where also effective like kill for making them able for come under and try for pull you and try for install somebody where they believe him. They go able to play with them good things. So we know that. Okay, so now that make we have to be very careful when we try for see some of their interference when they come in, and they pretend for say okay they are here for democracy. No, they are not here for democracy. Democracy is just a tool for them. Tomorrow, I always they talk about this for remind me viewers then say the reason why to make the APC lost the election in 2018 was because Ernest Bai Koroma, then the president, okay, he been do within some of them external players that they tell him for do, then he can't realize him at the end of in time, then tell him say do this, he say no, because if we do this, we will get problem with we party. And he be one for make the party win. So he refused for do. And as we all know, when you don't use for give command to somebody, a slave for that matter, somebody who thinks in that the slave, you give him command, then one day you give the command, you say no master, no they do. You go feel offended and you go on for punish him. So the APC party was punished, partly, not all, but partly because Aneskuma actually say, no, I think I want for make a stand up for what I believe, not always being told what to do. You know, one of the things them we actually caused problem, Aneskuma was pivoting towards China. Towards the second part of Aneskuma administration, he was pivoting towards China. You know, most of the loans there now, the other things them, like China been the actually what they call the Mamama airport, na Chinese, where the World Bank and IMF have not been actually happy with that. The toll gate, na Chinese, they try for them and other things them back where they try for loan borrow from China. So the West not been like that. They say, okay, this guy, we have what we call international geopolitics, where there is a rivalry between China and the West. And now this guy is pivoting towards China. Then we have to get rid of that. Then we don't the next person where they believe say it will able to help. Not that you. And they go in history. I don't give this history before because a lot of people they don't know. Madabio benefited because the international community want for bringing somebody where them believe say then they come back and order for do something where that person they get for do. I don't know what the agreement between the international community and Madabio. I don't know. But I'm suspecting this was why they support Madabio, because the APC at the time is going rogue for the international community. You know, I think what Madabio can do, Madabio actually play on up. Mr. Jibujalo, they come in. All right, Mr. Jibujalo, I'll bring you come in. I think see I touched some. I think I touched some side. Mr. Jalo.
Greetings, Dr. McIntyre, and greetings to my one and only Kumi from New York City.
How you do? Thank you very much for calling. So I think I touched on side where you actually want for talk on, right?
That's very true, sir.
So give me your own story. Tell me something.
Okay, I want to talk first about this letter from ECOWAS.
Okay.
I see people that they make all kinds of stories about this, like for say, now something when a new thing. This na normal diplomacy. ECOWAS na a regional body where they for maintain peace and stability in the region.
Yep.
So if something of this nature happen, that's Sierra Leone, where a former president, somebody where they work with them as an observer, chief observer, a name call, now the responsibility for see how best then go able for make things easy without stopping us or interfering with law. So what thing they suggest? Then come first, the first thing will happen, then come the president of ECOWAS and the military man them, can give support to the president for say, listen, we support UNA and we go help UNA for defend democracy in Aya. The next thing will happen, the chairman of ECOWAS, Nana Addo, president, and Macky Sall, then come talk to the president. Evidently, the president must tell them something very serious. Okay? Then go to the former president. When they go to the former president, we don't know what happened. We're not sabinati. Only for me who can see a letter. So that means that discussion when they go get with that president, I for tell and say, that man there and get something for you, and they don't intend for left you. They really want to make you go through the law. What thing we don't suggest, and we expect say you agree. Now for me, we take you go na Nigeria, who say you go get exile, you go be safe there, and also that one they go help them for conduct the litigation. Because if you bring President Nkrumah, former President Nkrumah, come for court, it could create a lot of confusion at the country. You can among people the way they go work, you can among people the way they go sell, and get for block the road them, and all of that. You know, that child nobody no need them. So under the circumstance, and the possibility for make the supporters of President Nkrumah come on and start a riot or any kind of thing, it's possible. So under the circumstances, they've been proactive. They say, no, let we ask for make we exile this man. So I think that is what it is. That letter legitimate, now normal diplomacy. As we can see, it was supported by the presence of the two presidents and they. So that letter, now normal diplomacy. Now, the other thing where you talk about, you say you believe, say, they forgive President Nkrumah, they will forgive President Nkrumah clemency.
No, I say if they convict him.
If they convict him, yeah. Okay. Because what maybe they say, if they talk about clemency, that means for saying you don't suggest say he's guilty. Okay. But when we don't look at the whole situation as it is, now look at three scenarios. A, he's guilty. B, he's found not guilty. C, when at the scenario when we believe say now it makes sense at this point. We're not for request for a plea bargain if it's possible. Okay? A plea bargain can mean when I get 4 counts soon I don't give me. Okay? Knowing the reputation of SLPP and how they operate, I think to say President Nkrumah gets a 20% chance of being cleared by all of the wire. So a plea bargain where it probably will plead guilty to 1 count charge of harboring, agree to exile, and agree for pay some court costs and then drop everything else might be a great option.
Yeah.
Because the other option, if he's found guilty, he goes to jail.
Yep.
If he's not found guilty, he cannot continue to stay in Sierra Leone. He's not able. Because number one, he's not got state security anymore. So state security not going to do it. He becomes an ordinary, more than ordinary man. He's not going to be comfortable in a saloon. So if all the scenario, they present a situation where he's going to go on exile anyway, I don't think I want to take a chance for go through full-blown trial with Mr. Kabo in Pambule. Believe you me, then go hang out. So
you prefer for making go now to asylum instead of he go through the trial?
No. Me prefer for make the request for see the possibility of a plea bargain. For say, listen, we'll create a win-win situation now. So for make a whole former president we now get a huge party behind them. For bring down through trial, will create a lot of disruption. It will cost a lot of money for the government. Okay, so under the circumstance, at the end of the day, na loko na waloka up na Angela. In the same one that problem day, it is actually plea bargain and plea guilty to one count charge of harboring.
Okay.
Then he go accept an exile. Then he go pay court cost. This way, for him, he reduce illegal cost, and the government self reduce their own cost and all the problems we get forget.
Yeah, it makes sense. It actually makes sense, but is he going to do that? So let me bring in Mr. Kabo. I see in what deep shake. So hold on, let Mr. Kabo chime in on this. Mr. Kabo, go ahead.
No, my brother and my commander, Mr. Jallo, you're welcome, man. I speak town.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there. Right. So, I mean, I will start by saying, we're not the hang person now, we're not the kill now. You hear me?
Yeah, they hear you.
Mr. Jallo, they hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Jallo, we're not the kill now. The reason I'm using the word we're not the kill now, because this is a common word where we don't in the media say the president, they don't kill, they say they're not the kill now. That is not what we meant. Actually, that's not what the president meant. And then we always try for explain to people what the president meant during that campaign day, where he say we're not the kill. And people that know say we're not the kill now. So then take and say, the man say they don't kill, say they don't die, they don't kill again. Not so that. It means you don't change the constitution, the death penalty, they don't remove them. So that make I find it necessary where Mr. Jallo say we they hang up. I make I tell and say no, we're not the kill now. But I explain because we don't have the death penalty anymore. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Alex Koroma going to exile. You know, they solve the problem, except if APC say they don't come to power anymore. You know, so if you go to exile, just like you go vacation, let's say in 2018 and 28, APC come to power, then go. Forget about that exile and get immunity and come back to the country. Definitely. So, and even where there's a possibility that if they find them guilty and then put them at jail, again, for life, again, where APC can have power, then go pull on it. That's sacrosanct. So all them two things there, it all depends on whether APC will come to power. If any of this is supposed to happen, for me to be constant. But I know APC will not come to power, probably not in our lifetimes anymore. But you know, we're not the kind of power. Yes, we're not the kind of power.
Listen to you.
Let me carry cratcher.
My commander.
Yeah. Let me finish. So why Mr. Jallo? Yeah, let me finish because we will talk. Why you not suggest?
Mr. Abo finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Why Mr. Jallo not suggest say they're guilty on the higher crime, which is the treason, and as to to be guilty on the harboring, when a lesser crime. It will not take that bargain if it happens. That kind of bargain, only when you take the highest bid, then we go for it. But if you take the lesser bid, we don't go for it. That's what I tell you. And besides, it's not matter you're responsible for that. It is the state. It is me, Mankota, Mr. Jallo, and everybody in the country. All Sierra Leoneans, because it's a state crime. So it's not Madabio responsible for that. It is there in the constitution. He
Okay.
doesn't write Madabio's name or any president's name. It's a crime, a treason
All right.
crime, the highest crime you can commit in the land.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
Ajibujalo. Ajibujalo, go ahead.
All right. So, Dr. Makota, just for me, Kumi, in peace of mind, when I use the word hang, now be merely a figure of speech. I know for say we need to hang again. That issue of death penalty being removed, now we start up. Now, ADK, now Inca with a moratorium on that. Okay, una just can't finish away all much on now. But now we start up. Now we begin to test the people of that day. All right, now continuity that day. Then also we talk about why I not suggest for plea with the treason. Well, listen, in the last program, I think to say Dr. Makota explained the game theory where you must have a strategy. You must also look at your outcome, okay, expected outcome, you pay off, okay, and then before you go into the game, So of course now negotiation tool, okay. So my negotiation tool, I say I start off with appealing. I mean, pleading guilty to harboring. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, the Attorney General can say something else, and then go negotiate and get to common ground.
But negotiation.
They'll get to common ground. What I want to make clear now, you hear what you say. You say if he's exiled in any circumstance, whether not through a plea bargain or not through one way a win the case, when APC come, APC go back and come back. When that I know, I'll tell you, because APC they come back. When APC come, okay.
But I know what you are talking about.
Okay, we're not going to allow that. We will take exile any day. Any kind of thing for law, we do for law, exile. And me, now that's me see, now my own mind, now plea bargain for their exile because APC is coming back. You see that talk where he talks so, sir? Okomi?
Yeah.
Even in the school, we will win again and again and again. For the next 40 years, we'll go in the office. Now we didn't control the So now because APC will be back. Now, what I encourage me and Dr. Makota, what would encourage the party for do now? Now for left Madabio, let Madabio continue for finishing time. Make we build with party. Make we put yourself in a sober footing. Exactly. Come back and can take on out of us.
Right, come on. So I understand what you say very well. And first and foremost, the number one thing when you send Ernest Kuruma to exile, the more dangerous he becomes, and the more instability the country is in. As long as Madabio is in power, you gotta understand that. And Escoromano, not SLPP day after, and Madabio day after. I said this with Kemosi say in this media some 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks before the coup, the Saturday to Sunday morning the coup. So and targeting Madabio is targeting the SLPP, is targeting Sierra Leone. So we know they accept that. And definitely, if any way, in any possible way, for say for GAM amnesty or whatever to send him to exile, it's just worsening the situation because that will be the most dangerous time he will come to Sierra Leone. He will do things, and we all know people that when they cause trouble, they always stay outside. Most of them.
Mr.
So now they tend and they.
How confident you think say the APC not they come to power again in 2028?
No, I'm very confident because you not put no strategies anyway. All una they do is una the fetch for una self, una the fetch Madabio, una not they bring any convincing thing that there's no situation, nothing that is convincing that you guys are coming to power. So as for me, I know very well that SLPP is going to come to power. The only problem I'm going to advise you guys is when I begin telling our supporters, Mr. Jallo, when I begin telling our supporters, see the election not to 10 years because now they una abo. After the 10 years of Madabio, once una don't register, una don't forget about this. Let's Madabio continue. After I see finish the 10 years, this now, and una go dey down that campaign this year, we know say na 10 years now they get back. Whether una win, una no win, una no one know. Now the confusion back, una they can't start. That word I don't tell the talk about that 10 years. Una educate una APC supporters there. Let them come up beyond that 10 years, not to show the work. Now election. Madabio is going to take 10 years. When he finish, anybody can come. In fact, I go to map. All right. So now Madabio, you're not doing the team map again. Me, they go to map. You understand him,
All
Uncle
right.
Sam? All right.
You
So
you talk about something, let's bring in uh Mr. Jalo, what's not the best way what we go do for make sure say we come 2028?
The best way we go do for make Ogan 2028 now for forget about Marabio, completely forget about SFPP, better and continue for one the government and continue for make the mistakes. Make we
How?
call them.
Because the reason what's make at the ask how because of the you get people them way they feel same now then they control the APC party through social media. How we able for do that?
And that's how I see. APC need for directly disassociate, disassociate, directly cut the umbilical cord and move themselves completely from people that waiting on social media, where they call for coup, where they call for kill person, where they call for take power undemocratically. Then one
and
they
tribalism, tribalism.
to say we are not part of them. Listen, we get enough team them for call out this core government. We get enough team them. Look at the inflation rate for God's sake. It has moved from 13% to 54%. Now trouble the council. Exchange rate not for talk. Corruption. They like it today when they talk about Parantarawali, the clerk of parliament, and say he take in wealth. SPP should be ashamed of this. A community should be ashamed. You take your wealth. You can't
No, I agree.
They say you they pay them 31 million, 33 million. Well, let me explain something to you. Yes, you get rights for being local staff as head of administration. But local staff, no, they make 31 million. Anybody who they make 31 million, they get a big position. And for make you get big position, you get to go through public service commission. And for make able to get salary, that means for say a letter has been written to HRMO. HRMO have don't write letter to accountant general. Accountant general also don't send letter to finance for make able to get salary. So explain to me how all the officers are. If I stay down and they get salary, nobody no query that and they say, hey, wait a minute. How did you also get this job? But that's just corruption. Now, how about the sacking? They sack people left and right. How about the nepotism where they happen at the country? How about the increase of wage bill? Every day we'll turn around, they don't give this job. We get a special advisor for Dirty Box. We get special advisor for special advisor. We get special advisor for diaspora. We get special advisor for TPN network and state house. Good know. So all of them things are so sufficient enough for me to bring out to people and say, Unabi put a force out 2023, but unfortunately, from the counting, then change number per una. Let us not make that mistake again 2028. That is what we need to do, and we can do that, and we should be able to do that. Let us forget about or talk about killing people and taking power away from Madabio undemocratically. Madabio is a Sierra Leonean. He is entitled to be the president. He's just not a good president. Well, he's a Sierra Leonean. Hey. Oh, come on.
Well, I really appreciate that because at the end of the day, that then come discussion that we want now the APC party. The APC party get for do a little bit more efforts for clean up some of the mess them way don't happen for the past almost going to 6 years now. And if we know one for now, make Mr. Kabo way they talk, I they see the confidence panel. Now that make ask how confidence is. But I believe say we still get time for make we able to clean up. It just left the wheel. Do we have the wheel? I don't know, but we get time for make we able to clean up the mess way don't happen. And just like what Ajibu Jalo saying, we get forget the God for try for cut off or dissociate ourselves completely from people then way they know they bring any added value towards the APC party other than making themselves look relevant on social media. Oh, mean at this, mean at that, and they call on you for make you go attack somebody, for make you kill somebody, for make you go overthrown. None of them know actually bring any added value towards the APC in progress one. So those are the people where we're supposed to focus and try to cut them off. And if we cut them off, then we all will able to sit down and focus on the things that we beneficial to it. Ajibu Jalo, you want to stay around? If you want, no problem. Okay. And now, you want to say something?
Yeah, of course, I want to support Mikomane, Mr. Jallo, and so Mr. Jallo now all common as and Mikomane too. So what you are saying, Mr. Jallo, I support you 100% with regards to corruption, with whatever happening with Para or Tarawali or whatever. Say we at SLPP, we flagship. One of the flagship is against corruption, fighting corruption. So I'm sure there's already an investigation going on about that, and soon we're going to get a report. The reason is this is our attitude. We are all Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leoneans under one party system of Shaka Stevens, and perhaps were being an adult at that time, grew under this system. So being an SLPP does not mean say we innocent or we don't do corruption. No. No. But the thing is, we're going to put benchmarks on that corruption and check one another. So that's what we're going to do to Paratarali. You understand, right? So, I mean, yes, you mentioned of now for change these strategies for come out from there, petty things, then killing mother, causing this, abusing this. Yes, but remember, for destroy, it's very easy. And if you take una 6 years for destroy, this kind of bring in this kind of rhetoric of politics and destroy una supporters there. And una say una want to rebuild that and confidence again for the next how many years more left? 4 years, maybe less than 4 years again for the election. 4 years for the election, and it takes a lot easy task to destroy. It will take a longer time to rebuild. So if you take 6 years to destroy something, it will take you probably 12 years to rebuild that, or maybe more, 24 years. So you see, by these guys trying to change this APC followers, then fanatics there. By the time when they try to change them, we don't they win now, we don't they go. It go be the next how many years? That's why I tell you now, say you know not kind of power anytime soon. Confident.
The people of Sierra Leone actually elect the APC. The only thing is, like what we talk, we get certain. I think somebody is also calling. I don't know who is this. Let me bring the person in. So we know say. Let me see the person left. All right, the person just left. If it, okay, you don't come in. All right. Hello. Oh, hold on before I call you in. Hold on. Let me do something here quickly. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
How are you, caller?
I'm fine.
You go able. If you want, you can give your name. If you want, no problem. Just say Constance Sierra Leone.
Baba Tunde Tijan.
Huh?
This man be Baba Tunde Tijan.
Okay. This is the guy. Okay, now the guy this way. I get for call for can't talk about.
Yeah.
And thank God it happens that the grand son of Kasheki, the one we been talk last week. Now Indian at the phone show now. So this is very, very good that you call in so that we are going able to get some kind of an informed discussion. So go ahead and say what you want to say first before then I go actually allow Ajib Jalon for respond. But say anything what you want to say.
See, I just come in the list in the program, then I see people in the beat about they ignore the truth and thing. But the truth of the matter in Sierra Leone is the South and Southerners, they don't hijack Sierra Leonean politics. Okay. All what you would do now, all what they go on now with country, the good or the bad, now the Southerners they're responsible.
How?
One simple fact is this: the SLPP was a Northern party. They hijacked the SLPP. I can elaborate on that, but no good on. Then even the APC that then they wouldn't call so now the Northerner they bounce about with was not founded by a Northerner. It was founded by a Southerner, which was Shaka Stevens.
So you are talking about kind of a switch, right?
Not a switch. SLPP was hijacked by the South from the North.
That's what I'm saying. If the SLPP was actually formed in the North, then the APC was formed in the South or by Southerner. Then now the SLPP is Southerner and the APC is Northerner. That kind of a switch.
It was not an intentional switch, but like looking to find a base because like when they establish a political party, you get forget a base.
Yeah.
So the only prominent Northerners then was those two people that they went with, then go to try to establish them from that in Coloma, Kenya, and still they go up. Say they expand in the north. So it was not an intentional switch. Shaka Stephen me know from PM and there be some that I no use that terminology there. There be some bone that throat na the country. So we been get a man with them call Bankole Bright. Yeah, ITA Wallace Johnson. They look the way them call him. And get for consult the Governor General and send him something they come. Because there was a party by called the UPP. All man they classify them as the Creoman Party. Shaka Stephen be even try for join that party. They were making secession after that 55 strike. They not tolerate them. When they not tolerate them, he formed this PMP. And intention now be for be the first prime minister. Because by then, all during that 50 state of 59, we had a premier, we had the British people there with Governor General over we and we affairs. So after independence, we forget the first prime minister, we him in the try for be. Now make it be insist on this what they call say, then forget election before independence.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you believe Shaka Stevens now somebody way actually a generational thinker, somebody way looking at in the educational level at the time, and he was able to actually take over the country and stay for that long? Do you think a kind of somebody way very smart now able to do them thing and or maybe the dictate of time?
Well, you know, smartness and thinking come from one, not to just education. Some people and they will know educate to a level. We don't get degree this and that, but like they're able with them call meet people, manipulate people, them and do things. So it was one of that.
Let me bring in Adi Bujalo. Hearing Mr. Babatunde, right? What are your response?
Well, of course, all of them here are before me born. So this is a story where I don't hear from people like Mr. Babatunde, I don't hear from my uncle them, like Django Stevens and so on and so forth. But all of them they consistent with what I know or say yes.
Django there.
Django don't die, sir. Django died 6 months ago. 9
okay, may so rest because I'm for tell you on this story. Now the man down the way where they shoot people them treat that in the strike. Now I've been the doctor and a client hospital. I get up wounded people and go meet they tell me say then they fight against him, Papa, they treat them.
Yes. Django don't die now.
Yes.
Don't die.
Yes. Yeah. But we pass there. And that one we call it say SI Bangura, we been the right there WR551. He go sabi me. You know? Yes. We're gonna reach the corner we pay parcel.
So Mr. Bandele, let me ask
my mama na ina français when I be the radiographer.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Because I know say what you talk, so it seems like you done there for a very long time and know exactly the history of Sierra Leone up to this point. Now that you see what they go in that country, what are your own advice for young people like we so we just they try for come into politics? What are your advice to us young people then?
Well, uniting together, but basically the point of issue, the only way they call it young or old, you're not going to call it. This is a tribal issue where one tribe they capitalize on something being the single largest tribe in the country. Now, there two tribes here and get the same characteristics. They all lack power. The only slight difference with the Mende and the Timini, the Mende man will give the power and not be seen again. But the Timini get some certain arrogance where they make with and call. Now, in the north, you get more tribes than they were before able to associate with the Timinis, them, with the northerners, then come together and get a majority. Now that the Southerner don't do. The Mendeman try for incorporate the Shabroman, then you go to the east, you even get the Konoman and the Kisiman and Akaila and all them things and they. But that is hard to do in the north. That's the problem.
So, do you
Only
believe
one tribe.
the theory is the way some of we don't see, the analysis, the way they say about this particular topic where they talk so? The reason what to make it very difficult in the north, maybe until now, because I think it's coming to fruition now. But the reason is the north now kind of a liberal-minded people. They know they vote for a party, then they vote for the individual. While in the south, now the party then they vote for. So it doesn't matter whether they now the head of the party, now the candidates, now the party then they vote for. And now the north now, the person where then they vote for example, them vote for Tijan Kaba, you know,
be it liberal or otherwise. That unity, if we don't unite on ourselves, you know, like Freetown, the city is centralized. Inside Freetown, will grow up. Nobody know no Mendeman, nobody know no Locoman or Chimney-man. Exactly. All man are blah, we all know one. We all know ourselves as one person. When you know Sabi talk the creator and just say you know Munku, we don't know. Nobody know they go and extend for tell you what not to you.
So
that difference.
What's not the best way for try for reverse this trend way they go on so?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like some people they don't look brotherly, the attitude and what they call the mentality problem there inside there. Now you see, even the Mendeman way they see so, not so all you get the average Mendeman when no mix, he even tell you true. When he see wrong, he tell you true. I went to school in the Mandela, Nabo I go school.
All right.
Like the one where they lead with self, I see Ambobo.
Yep.
That time when Mabu they make Kenema Road, I see that man there where they lead with. I bought ingredient in shop, I see an actually Patrick Fore mama in shop, cookery shop. So I know, but you know, I was working with Chief Commander Bonge, Mohamed Joe Commander Bonge, former Minister of Works and Paramount Chief Nakakwa. Yes.
All right. Wait.
I see Mendeman. I see Mendeman at all. I see Mendeman them. But when a Mendeman comes into politics, that sentiment and that what they call don't make it a change up.
Okay. Well, let me bring in Mr. Kabo. Mr. Kabo, you get any concern or any kind of response? Then I bring Ajibu Jalo. Then I go let Ajibu.
Yeah, I just want to get a clearance from this Mr. Tijan. Is a Banda Tijan or what? How you do, sir? Kusha, anybody? I'm glad for a read from you because definitely you're telling us the stories of how these parties came to power and what thing they happened on up to this point. Yeah, but you make mention say Mendeman and Timiniman are the same people that elect power, and but you say one is better than the other or whatever it is you said. But what crosses my mind is that Mendeman and Timiniman, correct me if I'm right, they have never assumed power, I mean, in that country. When we talk of power, we talk of the presidency. I don't ever see a Mendeman or a Timiniman into that throne. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you say they're power conscious. How that, I could explain that to you.
A very good thing. Let we listen to Ramba. Go ahead.
Can you hold it a minute?
Yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
Like, I'm the most funny Sierra Leonean. I get nieces and nephews the when I'm in the far condos na Moyamba. I get nieces and nephews the when I'm in the Anglo de Nabo. Then I get cousin them when I buy farmers the third born them. Timini.
Nakambia.
I get them when I the cause they will make the APC. So I am a different man in Sierra Leone where I get forward and call, but like I saw the people, you know, like what in the right paper, I get one man what they call IB Kago, you know, all tribe. In the right one, what they call what they say, the last word. It can tell you much better, more. At my
but
this, I say, then two people and then are the same people and then get the same characteristics, only that one slightly different. Yes, I not say none better passing company.
Yeah, but
right, I understand.
We do the time for talk.
Yes.
Yes. None of them tribes here don't assume power.
And that is the presidency we mean. So how come you say they both lack power and none of them not be ever produce a president?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Albert Magaina won, and that tribalism begin.
Albert
I'll
Magai,
tell you
I
now.
thought Albert Magai was actually in Shabro.
1965, when Albert Magai and brother died, what they wouldn't call it, first time begin the tribalism for peak. Because Carifa Smart Nine have been the man with them for put as prime minister after Milky Magai. But whether RB Kowa, then DL Somna, then Paul Zomba, them been there, then Tapley Mangobe, Estina Voden, all them people then they might go them, then team them, what they call
Okay,
the Ella Koblo when I've been the engineer.
But
and begin with them call.
Yeah, the point is, I thought Albert Magai was actually a Shabru. Is it wrong?
Well, they all that Bangbato, because from the morning they would read them, but like we took all of them to be Mendes.
Just like we might have you.
Like the north now, most people small tribe, then they change come, then talk to me. They serve the south now, so then they do. So they classify as Mendes.
Okay.
But now so wouldn't call them.
Okay. So Ajibu Jallo, what are the implication of tribal tension? Well, I don't think say we get tribal tension. We assume to have a tribal tension, but what are the implication here?
We get down there, yeah.
Hold on.
Hold
on, let Ajibu Jallo say something. Ajibu Jallo, go ahead.
Yeah. I think to say this tribal Timbu we don't start so now it don't begin a bad one. Now a lazy argument where people are not actually able for compete effectively the defense something for a whole on to.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone has been one country. Now I don't begin to and begin to talk about local and whatnot and so on. You see, you get tribal inside the tribe. Forget about the south and the north. Even inside the north, they get people who they call local. They say, and so what?
Yes.
These local are a derivative of either Timini or Limba, and it just depends on whose part they settle. But really and truly, we're all one and the same. So for me, now hogwash. I don't want to entertain them, and I want to believe them. And if we continue for give them credence, then it will become something substantial amongst we. We really need for squash them now.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Okay. Well, I just want to appreciate Unatu for come. Mr. Bandele, thank you very much, and Mr. Ajibu Jallo, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Now let we go to the comment section. Mr. Kabo, let we go to the comment section. I know say we don't get some comments here where I want for read. We go start with Fude Brahma. Yes, you're right, bro. Well, we don't know what we write. So tell me what you we do way now the right thing. Michael Coker, doctor, don't you think Lansana Dumbuya should have waited to hear? We'll get 1 minute or two so that we'll be able to continue with. Come on. I don't see. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? All right. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, let me see here if I did not switch the call. Yeah, can you hear me? Caller, can you hear me? Caller, it's Alex say you mute your phone. We're not hear you. Yeah, you mute your phone. So you mute your phone. So maybe you get for call back. All right. Now, Michael Coker say, Doctor, do you think Lansana Dumbuya should have waited to hear the evidence against Ibiki before he put out such a letter? The letter has some thuggish undertone, which can be insightful. Just my opinion. Yeah, I know it's not your opinion, but if we did, yeah, I don't say certain things like somebody in statement, not to everybody get for lekam. And but that's not the beauty of freedom of speech. Okay, as long as the person not actually impede on the freedom of others, or in statements not get some kind of a national security implication, I don't think say we get for choose and pick which one when are the good statement, which one would are the bad statement. If we do, then we know they practice freedom of speech. That's my own opinion. Mr. Gabo, you get any opinion on this?
Yeah, yeah, you're right, but you know that's quite right. Simply because any statement you make is based on the situation around at the time,
Yeah.
and that will favor the statement where you they make. You're not gonna make a statement or a press release at a time in favor of a person who is under four count charges of one treason, misprision of treason, and something like harboring, two accounts on harboring. That is a very serious allegation, and that is the topmost crime somebody can commit in a country.
Yeah,
If
but
within that circumstance, I'm coming, within that circumstance, if you talk, say, because me, I didn't read the content of the letter, but I believe he extrapolated it because I look at the heading, and the words that I pick up was that then the APC, the underlying wording, the APC, and also the last one, which is at the bottom, the underlying one, which he said, we stand with him. The stand with him is just a phrase. That's how I put it.
yeah,
But it could have
but
been. Hold on, Mr. Michael. Yeah, let me explain. It could have been better if you say we stand by him. But saying we stand with him carries a different connotation in that kind of sense,
and
especially at this crucial point.
explain
And
that.
when I look at that, when you stand with him, means you are in support of what is going on, and in fact, you are an aid, and you aid and abet, and you are part of it, whatever is going through. That's by standing with somebody rather than standing by him. And when I look at that, I didn't even read the content. I said, oh, that's an implication here. The words are fine, but they are literally interpreted by the author. They are literally, and this is what we do. And remember, Lansana is a lawyer, and APC is a political party, a big one of the biggest party in Sierra Leone. And you cannot write English and interpret it literally. No, no. So I read that, I condemned it. I said, this is going to create a problem. Before how many hours I had that he's been called upon because he extrapolated. I said, if you watch his wrote as a heading, he extrapolated in the content, it's going to be in trouble. I didn't read the content, and all of a sudden I had that. So that's what I'm telling you. Yes,
Yeah,
the
but
statement is good, but within this time, what was going on at the time.
yeah, but
Yeah,
then say you cannot judge a book by its cover, right?
that's correct. But he manifests that in the content.
Okay. Let me put this in a very simple way. What happened if
Yeah,
Lansana Dumbuya have been say we support the former president? Are you okay with
that's
that?
correct. Yes, that's correct. Because standing by is supporting him. That is correct, but not standing with. Yes, that's where the problem is. You
Well,
stand by in support, but you can't stand with at this particular moment.
I
Yeah,
don't know that English language is very complex.
exactly.
I know that
Yeah.
say stand with the president necessarily means say it is support waiting whatever if he allegedly do. It just say it is support the president. That's all. But in any case, hello.
Yes.
Okay, now I hear you. So what's up?
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
How are you, sir?
You know that.
All right. I know say your brother there at the other line. Like say you know go win election with him up as president, yeah?
Okay,
Because we know go vote for him and the village will come out.
I hear you.
Boy, stop, stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
So
ahead. With you.
Like we talk about Koroma because I know say my brother in he can twist anything for in favor.
Yeah,
The was see
I know that.
to favor him. Me not the APC either, but I just been at the other side. And I don't know because everything look exaggerated as long as because the SLPP seem forget too much venom for EBK. And to me, sometimes it look preposterous for say EBK they against or in plan against BO when he been get the opportunity we crime them in there all over we get all the opportunity all the reason for me for those thwart any ambition way of presidency way BO been get before he run for presidency. So then they now had politics, but say now everybody they guess will not know who are the right who think will be the right end on this because everything they happy so we see Mother B don't preempt like everything based on what even they utter at big stages. The aim, but the problem with now APC, I don't know where the party should divide. When I need, oh, when I the form, when I need political think tank.
Yep.
We for able to preempt some of this nonsense or I don't know utterances where they come off from the other side, the government, because then you don't preempt everything and they show on and they talk on before they do on. I want put in a corner, go put in a tight place. It don't happen. So it make somebody they dragging foot for believe the way I mean, putting the honesty about this. And the fact of this man in letter 2, an officer, but like I say, SFP will draw everything to their advantage. And I see that guy we reading in own, he's saying a thuggish life because then like what they wouldn't use. But you know, go say somebody that thuggish life where you they act like a thug in some respect.
Yeah, well
We don't see.
here is the thing, brother. The unfortunate part within the APC party is the leadership, they actually value the people the way get the ability for
the entirety of the APC. That make them they lose. The APC get every opportunity because they're more sane in power than what you see now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The sanity way APC get, SLPP not get them. Because SLPP then they able rule in this chaotic time. Because to me, I hiding team for them, come and able develop nothing. So this and they use them as a way of governing. Like me then say now, oh, now the government, the people that not like no, they block them. While of course you do anything you want. Lansana don't talk. Not you don't put Nigeria, you don't call you for go talk. So would I get for you to stop if you want really develop or bring sanity in the country? You know, you will bring the peace. The ordinary Sierra Leonean no will bring. Sometimes citizens need to be led, and the only way we do on you the person in power, now you will able to do that. Because people then get different opinions. So if we not get one model where they push it together, we're not going to be able to do that. Because the Southern again your own thinking, Northern again your own way for think. So if we will not get to one person where they lead the troop, we always be in this disarray. We not like each other, we hate each other. We know each and every one of us get our own way of doing things. As a tribe, as an ethnic group, as an individual, we get with differences.
Yeah,
the tribalism.
One of the things where I've been trying for say is when you talk about the APC for put themselves together. Not to say APC not get smart people there. Not to say APC not get.
No, it's pale in comparison when you talk about APC brain to that of SLPP. SLPP not get a developmental talent. They more keen in holding titles because it's evidential in what's in the go on now. They're more proud for BC than they on top than actually doing within the top prescription from only doing what is necessary for be at the top. But with this driving thing where they go around to win at the unbalanced situations in the country, I think this they give them more energy for fishing than they on top. The way they do so, this is not typical Southern behavior will always lay on top, but just stay there for be there. But the tell we then get for tell me brother say the tell APC get for pull them na power, pass the run number for paramount chief. Tensi. Now paramount chief tensi then go left for now. Because it's like the neighbor control the big seat. Because it's a chaos.
I know. Let me get minutes for me to respond to you quickly. Then I'll let you go. Go ahead, Mr. Kabo.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you for it from me, brother. But then the adjective way he used for describe the situation when preposterous. Me go add another one. Say it's not only preposterous, but appalling for the opposition for the past 6 years. They not they bring anything viable to the country. Then they sabotage the power that is in place for make we not get any kind of investor, any kind of investment, any kind of improvement when they started for make them give a name to the government. Now the opposition this, now the years then this where we witness now the world where APC lost election, then they put na mosque. Then they go pin na mosque. Where them bring electricity, then they go cut cable. Now APC will see that. Where then they build the roads, then they go dig the char ground. Now APC will see that. Now this country. Where they build airport, where na development, they say they only pay $25 and they go now Guinea, but they want development at the country. They want let them build the bridge. Now that they say, oh, and two times say they build the bridge. When they build the bridge now, this now, then they go plus now other parts for Canada City. So how now this is appalling. This is what we call appalling and preposterous. How do you want development to come to the country? This not the party this where they hire mercenaries for Mami cost, just for Mami cost. And then they show where they cost and they cost the president, then they cost you self where they because where are they by how they cost? You say whether they APC or they SLPPO, if you not agree with me, they let go Mami cost. So we all this guy don't cost me.
Okay.
That the APC this.
Okay.
All right, so that's all I get for you.
Okay.
Yeah. And now then they pan tribalism. They say for go bring fanke them, for go bring this, for kill people there. Yes.
In terms of development,
Okay.
might be a missed opportunity for making a rule in the face of APC because as the population say this, so like we doctor they say the Northerner not married to a party. If only we get the peace, would they drive to anything? Because maybe they oppose APC and Escrow big time. I never write anything on Facebook they will be there. We cannot be like the letter G, the way they do things back there. Even though yes, now when we see what Mother be don't do, it make we all feel bad. Because we be say if we don't be a generation change.
Okay.
But now it's more medieval than modern.
All right.
So I just feel bad for this to happen.
Well,
to we.
let me ask this guy a question. What change matter they do? Where it's preposterous and appalling. What he do?
Mr. Kabo, we need for let and go because we get a lot of
all right, okay.
Kola, thank you very much for camp. All right, Mr. Kabo, it looks like you don't start the campaign already.
Of course, we the campaign every day. We the campaign.
Already. We just done one election. We will not go for it. Don't begin another campaign. Come on.
We will the campaign from the beginning, and that's we will carry on. We done. We win on our back.
Yeah, it's not possible for say when I get for win 2028, except APC no serious about if we serious 2028 is ours. Like Oka said, if EBK is innocent, why did he agree to go in exile if we should believe the letter from the ECOWAS president? Well, I don't know whether an Eskroma was willing to go. Logically, it could be, but remember when I talked to in lawyers them, JFK and Lansana Dumbuya, then say that letter they not even know for say yes, they don't know about the letter at all. So who knows? Who knows? It not necessarily means say because you want to go for exile, so therefore he guilty. Michael Coker, come on, Ajibu. They don't need to block traffic to transport EBK. I have seen his motorcade to the CID and there were no traffic jams. he needs to face the full force of the law. Okay. And he say also, Dito, Mr. Kabo, the APC party will soon be defunct. Eh? Baba, na so we talk about the SLPP. Say, in the American power after 30 years. Not to
Definitely.
10 years.
It
So,
could soon become absolute.
surprise for see with 2028. We'll get the power back. All right, Tutu Nabi say, before you convict him, we want to see the evidence. God is watching you all, and the truth will prevail. And Sumaila say, you guys will not intimidate President Bio, but the right thing must be done. Shameless guys. Tutu Nabi say, you can say that because you people are trying to break the backbone of the APC. And Ansumana say, for APC to come to governance in 2028, as far as I am concerned, I see it as a pinch of salt. Yeah, but una get confidence. So, and he also say backbone of APC with this evil deed. And Michael Kuka say Ajibu did not mention the fact that the Southeasterners will never vote for APC in any reasonable number because you guys have promised to kill them. Whereas we are making significant inroads in the western area, Calabar, Cambia, and Port Loko. Well, let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. Are you talking about this past election or never? Because when you look at 2012, the Southeasterners voted for us massively. When you look at 2007, the Southeasterners then vote for we massively. So, what are you talking about, Michael? Let we not take because of the mishap way up on this election and say this don't create a dent na the APC so much that in the future the Southeasterners they're not going to ever continue for votes for we in massive. No, it depends who that get for the the ticket. And they tell you it depends who that get for the tickets anyway. So Mr. Kabo, you yourself agree say the Southeasterners are not going to ever vote for APC because we say we they kill them.
That's a point of concern. I'm not saying they never are going to vote for them, but if you say you're going to kill me, that's a concern for me. It's a very, very serious concern. So you understand. But again, I was thinking of these two words or three or more words that Sierra Leoneans are using. Me and you, Mr. Mankota, we know Sierra Leone is divided into four cardinal points: the north, the south, the east, and the west. I'm hearing APC, the northerners, they are claiming the western. And while I was in school, and even you, Mr. Mankota, we know we have west, north, south, and east. And when you say northwest, it means you are closer to the west. You are not west. When you say southeast, you are closer. You are giving a direction. That's a directive. A direction as to show the area you position yourself. You are closer. You don't mean say northwest. It's not. I mean, no. So I don't know. You just clear that for me because people are taking advantage of these things that we the Northwest and we're going to divide the country because we the Northwest get the airport, we get this, we get that, and we're not the Southeast. Why did they get this kind of division? Where? I never taught that. I never learned that in school, and I never researched that to find out that Northwest is North or the Southeast is South. No. East is east, west is west, north is north, and south is south. Explain that to us, Mr. Mankota, or if anybody there.
All right. Let me go to. Oh, you want me for make I clarify or what?
Yeah, please. That's what I'm asking because it's kind of like baffling to people.
Well, baffling. When I say south or west or east or north, it's just a region. A region where certain demographic or geography. It's a geography, a region where certain people live. So not to foresee now like any other thing. When I say west, we don't say the west the western part of the country, now kind of everybody did it, whether all the tribes are in the west of part of the country. So when you say
Correct.
south, predominantly now that place there, now the Mende and more Mende leaning tribes now then that way call it. The north are the same thing. Timini and Timini leaning tribes now then they. So kind of a classification of a geography, you know. So not to anything.
Yeah, but how come the North are claiming the West and the South are claiming the East? This is where I have a problem.
No, well, when they
Why?
do not so actually, then they look at in a political spectrum where the South and the East are always voting together. Okay, it don't necessarily mean saying at the same tribe, but they are voting together for a specific party. The West and the North predominantly voting for a specific party. That's kind of a description of the characteristics of their region.
All right, thank you.
All right, let me go to Ansumana. Ansumana Smaila say, what you guys have destroyed in the past 11 years in governance is what President Bio is trying to recover, and it will take him 22 years to do that. Well, the SLPP, they want to stay for 22 years. Wow.
More than that.
It's me when people bring tribalism into politics. Yeah, definitely. Bakari Sao say, corrupt politicians always try to use tribal tension to escape accountability. I totally agree with him, my brother.
That's true.
That's true. And another one that's we supposed for fight against, you know, because when somebody not get any tangible things for show,
exactly.
then they try to fire away. And the easiest way is, oh, tribe, you different from me different from that guy. No, not so Samo. Na Mende, not trust our Timini. Now that's small they bring for exacerbate the problem. All right, Bakari Sao say Lansana, and like many of our so-called leaders, they don't seem to really understand the power of their positions and how it can trigger an instability. And I have listened to Lansana via TV. The man is very dangerous and very careless with how he used his power. And Najib Jalo say, frankly, MC Michael Coker, I am not the best person to speak on tribal perplexity. I am a Sanda Temene Fula born in the western area. My maternal grandmother is a Suso Temene. Grandfather a Mende, whose father is a Limba. My great grandmother is from Pujao. Now go figure out. Wow, very, very complex. You see, this is the thing where some of we get hopes tribal will not go ever happen in that country because of that complexity when it comes to interrelationships. You know, look, this guy almost get about 11 of the 16 districts. He don't cover them. How did they go fetch Pujao? Where in people they come up Pujao? How did they go fetch Bombali? Where na Bombali them Bonham? How did they go fetch Freetown? Where na Freetown Amen? You know, so that na the complexity of relationship. But a lot of people they don't understand this. Then still it's time for fun tribal tension. All right, Babatunde Tijan. As a Muslim, I sympathize with the family, but the country is first. May his soul rest in peace. Django Stevens. Oh, okay. H.S. Mans. Good evening, please, loving Sierra Leone. Good evening, my sister. Michael Koka say, Ajibu Tijan Jalo, I hear you. Just suggestion, an area where a lot of work is needed by the APC. Otherwise, they will lose the Southeast for good. No, we're not going to lose the Southeast. Come on. We're not going to lose the Southeast. Michael, I want to assure you saying, if we put we acts together and we really put somebody like me so, Michael Koka, no matter how you hate the APC, if you see like Dr. Mankota, Naina the flag bearer, you don't get for announce for say they go vote for Dr. Mankota, but secretly he do vote for me, he supports me. I know that. So it depends according to the person waiting at the top of the ticket. And waiting at the structure where we want for structure we party. HS man say is Allah that is exposing Lansana Dumbuya. Our prayer will never fall in deaf ears. He is one of among many that are destabilizing our country. Ajibujalo say, my candid opinion is that NSG LD did not write this letter on his own. This was on instruction from the chairman after due consultation. It is a reaction to the numerous calls from supporters for the party chairman to act, the timing and content of which was not sagacious. Yeah, I agree with you, Tijanjalo, Ajibujalo. Yeah, I know say Lansana Dumbuya not to just sit down, go write that letter there without consulting the chairman and the group. I know say Mr. Gabo, are you? There is some noise now you background a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mute you already. HS man say he is abating the enemy. He is abating the enemy. He is man of interest. Allah continue to expose them. HS man's when I come up here, Lansana Dumbuya. Babatunde Tijan say, don't forget, the saying goes, he who complains has a fault. So take a look back. Anthony Sam King. Those APC lawyers can't be trusted, Doc. It was the same JFK that told you that EBK wasn't placed under house arrest. EBK must stay in Sierra Leone and prove his innocence. I hear you, my brother. Yeah, it was very terrible for me at that time. But as you all know, I report as I hear. And my reporting is nothing if I say things on my own. You know whose quote is that? That is from the Bible. So I did just the report as I hear it. And that make always so the report I will say, now so he tell me, I don't know whether it is true or not, but that is what he told me. So, but thank you very much for reminding me of that. Conte Ibrahim saying, to be honest, the regime of this SLPP is making life difficult for us, the Sierra Leonean. We should go by, if we should go by the ministry, tell me which ministry is working efficiently and beneficial to us. I think the Ministry of Information is doing a very good job so far. Now, the only ministry so far where I mark say yes, indeed, at least in the try. Because before, when you hear about something, it take time before the government come in and try for explain. And by the time it can explain, the damage has already been caused. So now that make where I've been telling I say this government was very, very reactive instead of proactive. But I think I did see some kind of an improvement into the information dissemination. You know, then they actually improve. So I get forgive them that kudos them. Then they try. Well, one of the things, I'll go back to you for make I say something. One of the things we are also wouldn't call, was it yesterday or the day before? Then Saka, I think the director of or the chairman of SLBC, Kapua. The first information will come out then say then Saka because of it build many mansion where it come na power. So, but immediately the information ministry come out and say they are actually promote them to another position that make them pull another position there. So you see, if they for be lost just left and so like the way they do before, because they're not being care about it, the Sierra Leonean people, if for be non-cost terrible damage before they come out and do and say something. But definitely me, that's what I did. When a leader they do good, they tell you say you do good. When you do bad, they tell you say you do bad. Because tomorrow I go there at that chair, I want for make you treat me the way I dey treat you. If I do bad, tell me say yes, President Mankota, you do bad. If I do good, say President Mankota good those. And that's what I want every Sierra Leonean for do. We leaders them accountable for the mistakes they wouldn't they do. But at the same time, we get for realize they are also human beings. They are not gods, even though some of them then take themselves as God. But we help them for make them become better people. Okay. Michael Coker, Ajibu Tijanjalo, indeed, the letter by Lansana Dumbuya was not carefully thought out before it was published. Me, I don't see any bad thing for that letter there, actually. To be honest with you, I don't see any kind of implication where you go say, oh, this you don't commit a crime. Yes, Mr. Kabo, they come out and say there is a difference between stand by and stand with. That's not your interpretation. But me no say when they say stand with, it means say are the supporter. It don't necessarily mean say he supports what happen, but it go there with her. He go there with the president. Any side where you go for make you able support him. But Mr. Gabo say no, that means say you support what they do. Mr. Gabo na SLPP. They always they try for extend certain wants them. I understand that. So I'm not here.
All right, Mr. Mankota, even Mr. Jallo just read what I said exactly in a different way when he supported. A letter is okay, but within the circumstance at the time, it's untimely. That's not the right time. And because of that, it causes this problem. There are words you can say within a time frame, and there are words you cannot say within a time frame. So, in other words, you should know what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and where to say it. You ever hear that phrase, those words?
Mr. Gabo, you know all you want me. I know they accept you. So you can explain all the ones you want. I know they accept you.
You know, say me and you na fire and water.
Ajib Jalo say, Doc, fantastic explanation. Very correct on the characteristics and voting pattern of the North and South. Momo for I say, Lansana Dumbuya is just a typical APC lawyer, more of politics than law, just like JFK, who was told by the Nigerian judge to make efforts to read the constitution of his country. Oh, Nigerian lawyer, now tell JFK so. All right, Bokari Sao say, in every bad occurrence, there lies an opportunity, and APC didn't use our opportunity when it presented itself like outrightly condemning Adebayo and making the party leadership more inclusive, which they refused to do, but went deep in the Kamakwe favor. Yeah. All right. Christopher Yanka says, Doc, I really admire you. Amidst the toxic political climate, APC really need people like you to take the center stage because you are always trying to unite the people. Thank you very much, my brother, for the
It's not anyone going to talk about Mr. Mankota. That's why some of we they behind you, because you are the only rightful person amongst the million. And probably, yeah, Mr. Jallo. So, I mean, we get people like you and Mr. Jallo. Jallo.
Like me, so the only problem is they shut them down. Me now, I get big mouth, I get mic. So now that make no more. But I think say there are people like me, so but then they shut them down. And so not everybody get in mind for come out and say something, even though you know say what thing they go on the wrong thing. Now they are different. I get mic, at least you're not able to shut me down. You go able to attack me, but you're not able to shut me down. That's what the difference. All right. Well, we get a little bit more. Christopher Yanka say, if only APC can reorganize, it is simple for them to bounce back to power. Let them forget about this election. It is gone. Yeah, my brother, I said that so many times, and some of you we don't watch me for a very long time. I know that this election is gone. I know say there are still, but sometimes you know they blame the ordinary APC members them. Because ordinary APC members, they look up to the leadership of the APC party, forgive them accurate and transparent information. Unfortunately, when you hear the people like we former leader when what's my name? Kamosi say, well, not to actually like a chairman, I'm talking about the structural leadership of the APC. We they call them elders. Sorry, I think the other one, the elders. Like Kamosi say, they come and try for tell the APC folks them say this election not done you to. It is a possible that we then go reverse the election and Samura will be the president. When they read that kind of statement and they from an elderly person, somebody who very, very experienced when it comes to salon politics, you go begin wonder, well, if this will big brothers and they behave so who side this party get for go? So now the reason this way, people like we so supposed to take the center stage and say, no, you know what? I think we are better than this. Then when what then talk, come out, then we'll find another excuse. Oh, now because of this don't they happen for a very long time. It they lie to people them when people then realize saying a lie you lie, then they decide for find another excuse upon excuse until the people then gains. I don't like anything at all. This election is gone. Whether somebody elect that or elect that, the election is finished. Waiting me right now, they prepare for 2028. If God help, we they go back 2028 and we they go do the convention and we go pick the best person and we go win the 2028 election. That goes power.
Yeah, that's true. You want me to throw light on that, Mr. Mankota?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the reason is that where we know say with the SLPP they know say this election is gone, and until 2028, these are some of the facts. One, um, the Americans who the APC are supporting them, the British who they are supporting them, they will never, even if the tripartite committee want to recommend that, they will never recommend that for elections to repeat. Because you
No.
know why? That's going to be their last chance in Africa and in West Africa. Americans and the British, it's going to be their last chance opportunity in Africa or in West Africa. Because you know why? If SLPP is going to win that elections, hands down. And you see when they are going to be under a very tight situation, how the world is going to look at them, because they are supporting APC, the Americans and the British. And when those elections are repeated, Madadio is going to win hands down. It's going to win more than what he won before. So they will never. Yes. And I want to tell you, yeah.
I don't want to make you waste your time too much on this. Let's move on because any Sierra Leonean with in sense, say legally speaking, it's not possible for make them redo the election. That's number one. It's not gonna happen.
Correct.
The only institution, I don't talk this so many times, the only institution where get that power there for reverse that election, now the court. And we don't miss that opportunity. And that make me be the yell now this forum and social media. Now we go to court. Whether we agree with the court or not, now we go to court. Okay. But now that we don't miss that we we have to just move on because there is not going to be an election until 2028. Let's move on. Everybody. All right. Moment before I say impossible for Dr. Mankota to lead APC when EBK and co are still alive. They will always prefer one who has been stealing with them like Samura Kamara. Well, I go lead, don't worry.
So, Mr. Mankota, I got to support with the SLPP to prosecute Anes Kuroma and take him from the political spectrum of Sierra Leone before he become a president.
No, I don't.
Because if they're in power, I know they got, yeah.
Go up. I don't say president now go 9 the game. I know they go destroy somebody just because me want to go up. I know they mad something.
Yeah,
Me go
I understand.
All right. Musa Conte say SLPP government will call you to the CID even for merely sniffing as long as they deem you red. There has been a lot of flagrant utterances by the SLPP and co. Who've never been held accountable. Musa Lansana Dumbuya letter pull no punches unless when it is interpreted by the SLPP fanatics like Mr. Kabo. No,
No. I understand. You can tell me that Musa Thompson, I'm a small brother. I don't have a problem with him. Hey, let me tell you something. See that man when they talk, we come out the same house. The same house. All right. So the same house now come out. In that name now again. Okay.
uh,
So ask him. You know, we are not strangers. We are brothers.
okay. Uh, what Ibrahim saying, we the citizens of Sierra Leone, we are not difficult to satisfy. Just give us food and light. We are good to go. Is that too much, politicians? Please give us peace. We are tired of this you're fighting. Amen, my brother. Amen. Christopher Yanka saying, is this the Ajibu Tijanjalo of the Strategic Communication Unit of the Ministry of Information during
Yes.
APC? Yes, that's the guy. This is the guy. So that's Ajibu Jalo. All right. Ajibu Jalo say we need more kutubus in the SLPP. Call out the president or whoever when they fail to lead. Corruption is on cruise control with impunity in the BO administration. SLRA diverted funds to a Kabbalah bank, which I had. SLBC boss paying himself, clerk of the parliament taking two salaries, former NRA boss diverting funds to counterfeit accounts, former CM, and the advisors on a sham link, short of another rigged election. And SLPP is gone come 2028. Wow. Mr. Gabo, you don't hear it now for say yes, corruption, it every side.
Well, Mr. Mankota, when we come to power, not been tell them, or before we come to power, not been tell them say we are not corrupt because we are all Sierra Leoneans. We are raised under the one party system of Shaka Stevens.
Mr.
You know,
Gabo,
so we all are faulty one, but the only thing is we're going to put a priority to hunt down those people who are corrupting.
and
You
the APC,
understand? So that who are corrupting.
and
And
the APC,
for talk say corruption, we already have people who are corrupted. What we know for now, we have people that were not corrupted people in the likes of Anes Kuruma, Samura Kabara, and almost all the ministers under APC and the directors. We already have them. The people, the white man say, a bird in hand, it works twice in the bush. So now deal with them and them first. We don't quit. We will not come to power maybe in 50 years' time. We will go can bring una own. Until we have get one, the commission, but this is what we are for now, legally approved by a legal government of the state of Sierra Leone. Right? All those things they are subject to investigation. Okay, so now deal with the one they all get first.
one thing wey I want to tell you when I become president of Sierra Leone is that the
Correct.
first thing for do is for tackle the division within the division within the country. That's my first priority that one day. Because a peaceful country, progressive country. And how are they do them? Are they give the SLPP leaning folks 10% of me cabinet. Now they give
Okay.
them 10%. And I they give other parastatals another 10%. Okay. And they
Mm.
give the women them at least 30%. That don't go to
Okay.
50%. So the other 50%,
Mm.
now they get some. And what I they
Which
do, I they rotate all them function here. If you do good,
right.
now um you what did they do? If
Mm.
they do good, that I think Nescoma been they try for do one, but I don't know if it been good. We are in then they able for determine whether you they actually make certain conditions. Now they make you continue for the next 6 months. Every 6 months, are they actually examine you? Are you doing the best thing for the country? If you're not,
Mm.
are they can bring another person? And
That's a good point.
oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing by God's power.
But you know, yeah, Mr. Mankota, when you do that, you're going to be successful. You know why? Because if you come to power as an APC, SLPP will support you. They are not APC. They will work with you. Because why? It is for the interest of the country. Now, but check this in note. Even what you are planning to do, SLPP has done more than what 10 times what you are planning to do. I make you understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the cabinet or the appointment of His Excellency, I think it's 23, 21%,
For what?
23% for the south and southeast, and 21% for the north and northwest. So, but yet still, then they cried it. Check
I'm,
it.
I'm
All right, check it. In the appointment, that's what I'm telling you. What you are saying with the appointment, giving this part, this percentage, and SLPP, as I'm talking to you, has done 10 times more than what you are planning to do. But yet still, APC not satisfied. Check
no,
it.
but Mr.
Yes.
Kabo,
Yeah.
this morning again.
I don't get
I'm
you,
talking.
Darin.
I'm talking about the SLPP. I'm not talking about the north or south. I'm talking about the
You,
SLPP.
that's what we're talking of region. We can't talk. That's a good strategy. But what I'm saying to you is
I'm talking about
about
the SLPP.
21% is for the north northwest and 23% for the south southeast. That's what he has done. But
Let me
yet
listen to
still
analytics and
they
agree
have
that.
a problem.
Go ahead.
Mhm. Go ahead.
I think what Mr. Kadbo is saying, not that I think, what Mr. Kadbo is saying is a fact. What you're proposing, Dr. Mankota, is already law. You know, it's a law that you must have 30%, some certain percentage allocated to female, either in the political party or in governance. So that is law. You can only enhance it, but you
No,
cannot
I mean,
reduce
that
it.
is for the women, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not saying that.
That's not
But
what he's
I'm talking
saying,
about
Mr.
the
Gabo.
SLPP for bring 10% of the SLPP.
Oh. You want that a plaba you want fence now. You want can share government.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We will wait
I
for you.
want national.
Lord have mercy. I don't go court you. But I called.
Definitely.
And if you propose down in a problem now. But I called because I want us to spend just 2 minutes and make very clear this trapezoid thing one more time. People are still consumed with the fallacy and the foolishness that we're going to have another elections, which is impossible, will never happen, is not going to happen until 2028. Let us talk about the trapezoid one more time. Okay, what's happening? We get election, the election done. We find out, say, the election was rigged. We get people in for corroborate with we say, which are our international advisors, international observers. They all come, then corroborate, say, yes, in fact, this is wrong. And because of how they don't see the trend in our salon, APC and SLPP, never ever APC it will beat SLPP by that many percentage points, where the candidate they get 56%, the other one get 40, whatever. No, it is always very close and we go run off. So based on the historical facts, then you really America talk say no, statistically not possible. All right. Now, the only side for go make that claim they not for go na court.
Yep.
We choose not to go na court. My brother and comrades there at Tunis, of course, now waiting and consult and waiting and tell them for say, he say we cannot go to court because if we go na court, what will they go show? The ECSL no give data. So because we not give data, we're not gonna have to go challenge. Well, that is wrong. That's now hogwash and nonsense.
I know.
If you get your IRF form, okay, where they contain the information where you ask for, so this data where they ask for, with the IRF form container. If you don't aggregate that one day, okay, and you see and say based on with aggregation, the amount of vote we will get, if suppose for yield we the presidency, then you go to court based on that. The court goes someone else and for count the document. Go based on the fact that what I have here, my numbers add up to something where I should be in the league. That's what you take to court. But for can't tell me say if ESL not produce documents, I'm not gonna have to go challenge. No. I don't want to hear that. Okay. So now we start today. So anyway, when the ready for set up this business here, Dr. Samura Kamara now insists and the APC insists we want ECOWAS, we want AU, and we want Commonwealth. Now you choose what you want. You knew what their mandate was. Then go sit down for this 3 days dialogue. You talk to AYV when they interview you, when they ask you, say, we will get a election out of this. Now you talk, say, Dr. Samuel Kamara. You say, no. They were not getting mandate for that. They're not getting mandate for that. They only come mediate. All right. We go through that and then come on now, the results say, make we get a team we go comprise of SLPP, APC, and everybody else. Where APC for present a list of people that we them believe say political prisoners them the government will consider. B, make them investigate the election, then propose reforms to the electoral process where Parliament for go adopt.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the dialogue. That's not the tripartite talk.
Yep.
Okay, the first one, where are the political prisoners then? They say the jail long book. The 377 names on agreement for Lucas to consider. And second post on level. So not you know the talking.
Now I break the jail. Now I break the jail.
And the other that okay. The other thing we left like now. Now for and together with SLPP and international partners them and civil society for look at whose measures they will bring come for change with electoral laws them such that we not get the same problem we'll get to again. Whatever on account with, therefore go to government got for look at them in cabinet got for put a white paper, cabinet got for send and go parliament got for take a look at them, then they enact them into law. Okay? So I don't understand who side the election come up for all of this. People in there where they talk say the election I wait no more time before the election. Nobody not talk about the election. That's done and dusted. And that was why I was happy when CDI attorneys come back and talk say we leader enough for stop for the life and people and say election they come because they create confusion. Okay? Because he see himself as a young man, he get integrity, he care for empathy, care for his life. That no can meet for life and nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, this is thing will bother me about Dr. Samuel Kamara, who I get the utmost respect for. Dr. Samuel Kamara, you know the APC constitution was very clear. It said, in a situation where we fail or win the election, after 6 months after they declare the election done, complete, the office of leader cease for exist. Forget about the individual. The office now know they again. People are saying they can recognize the office they again. If we go by election, we lost the election 6 months after the office cease for exist. Dr. Samuel Kamara intend to me like for say if he wants for continue that office day, maybe for the tripartite business, whatever it takes, which is fine and good. But my problem is why you not don't start 1 month ahead of time, talking to the executive, talking to the chairman there, trying to bring a national delegates conference where we can amend the provision in the constitution. We waited the 6 month long pass, then call NAC meeting 3 days after the 6 months for try for change things over. Come on, way down there for BS. Does that show leadership? Does that show leadership? No, me play with we country. No, me play with we party. If you are not ready, go to the side. I had utmost respect for Dr. Samuel, but this one became very dissatisfied and questioning your ability for lead. Because you had more than enough time. If that is what you wanted to do, you get 1 month. Me not tell you say make one for continuous leader. You want for do I'm fine. But take steps for amend the constitution. We have a constitution. It must be followed. We cannot continue on this kind of nonsense where we have a constitution and we go talk say not to constitution the father. It's really ridiculous. So I am totally disgusted with that kind of a behavior. So with regards to the tripartite, make we talk on one more time and one more time again. Nothing in the tripartite arrangement no say we are going back to elections. Whatever they pull commander now for subsequent election going forward. The international community not get the power, not get the mandate for campaign election as alone. Now only a court able to do that. And somebody get for go na court go lay complain. And when you go lay complain, listen, court let the grab go for up by business. Now you go for campaign they can't tell there's a problem there. But let them come by business. Okay? When you lay complain at court, then court will look at and call the other person and can't sit down and talk about it. But that thing they don't pass. International community don't get up. Can you imagine if the international community do something like that? You are setting a precedent. Then they go for go to all other African countries. Then people go come on, stop it. So we need to say that over and over again so people then go about their business, forget about what is going to happen at the apartheid business. No re-elections. That's over and done with. No matter what anybody say. Thank you, sir.
It's been a pleasure talking to you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Jallo. Thank you. You good guy. You really come up from Sanda.
All right. So let's move on. All right. One more before I say, Dr. Mankota, you lack the APC DNA to lead your party. You don't steal, you don't lie, you are open-minded. Your constituency is Sierra Leone. APC is about North and West. Bakari Sa say the APC party currently is captured by the current cabal leadership. Bakari also say, Dr. Mankota, for that your pipe dream to materialize, you will have to create your own party and win the general election. And I will end by asking you to consult with KKY. What have an entrenched political system in APC and SLPP? It won't work, sir. Okay. And Musa Conte say, Dr. Mankota, fighting for presidency is not a walk in the park. As we all know, it is a brutal game, and you look too mellow for a political brawl. Do you have the courage in you for a political fight? Yeah, I get the courage, and I not only get the courage, I get the power. You see, you know what's na my biggest weapon. The moment you see me, you say, "Oh, this na bobo way." You know can know them come. Most times, my opponents they underestimate me. That's now one of the biggest weapons where I get. I'm a secret that one day.
That's good.
Yeah, my opponent and they underestimate me. Well, we don't reach at the end of this program. I just want to thank everybody. It's been another successful program today. And as we always do, I want to share this program and una subscribe. It's very important. What we discuss now, I know people like other programs the way when they talk about it's all about division of the country, disunity. That man, if we get hold of him, now this, now that, what they do. This not bad thing or something like that. No, they try for educate you, which not the best thing for the country. And now you don't need trash. Now you eat every time. So we want for thank you now for sticking together and watching the program. So now for continue for watch, Mr. Kabo.
Yeah.
Your last word.
I think I want to thank everybody, and we're just human beings like you guys, and in the event we offend anybody, don't take it personally. We just express, we own ideas and how we look at things. So Mankota lives in where in Arizona, and
Yep.
me, I live in New York. So but we all come on as alone. Me na Sanda, in come on Usai,
Me come on at Tonkolele.
in come on at Tonkoli, we all na Northerners, the worst of it. And Mr. Jallo there na Northerner. So you see, but yet still we get that kind of understanding to one another. So and at the same way we want to as you don't bad, whether you come from the south, the east, the west, or the north, let we have a conversation, a real one. And at the same time we create humor because we not go for the vex no more that way all the time. And we have to create humor where we can laugh a little bit, but with respect, and we get to be very cautious of what we are doing. All right, not in any way like go make somebody annoyed or cause this. No, 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 no. We not go for that. We pass that. All right. We not say then problem. Then they go all over the media. We pass that one. This media, if I don't mistake, now the first one ever when our
Yep.
online media now the United States of America. We don't need many people. We just need people with understanding, people with respect, people that are capable to handle situations. We don't need the bulk of the people. No, we now ideas we represent. And just like we say, but don't forget, SLPP will beat APC 2028. Sacrosanct.
All right. Well, it just feel like Belle woman. Where the belly they start, it they lie, it is all kind with them. But there will be a time when like not the day again. After 3 to 6. So and see, the time they come. So,
All right.
all right. That is it for us, and thank you all. See you next week, the same time, the same place.